disappointed in the rookie shows the last few years, and he wants these guys to practice. What did you do for the rookie show? Were you a disappointment, or were you good?
My group was a disappointment, yeah. Went up there, I impersonated Jawan Jennings. We had some other guys impersonate some other guys, and we acted as if we were doing a spelling bee. And the concept and the idea was good, but the execution was not. So we got booed off. So that not a good memory for me. But yeah, we're hopefully gonna have a good rookie class come in and do some good performances for us this year. So.
George recently made fun of all of us for wearing bad shoes. What kind of shoes are you wearing?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm wearing Adidas. Ultra Boost. Zoom in on them. Shout out Adidas. I think they're pretty good, like in George's eyes. So, yeah.
More serious thing as far as the rookies go. When you think back to when you were a rookie and you see, looks like there's 4 or 5 guys that might be able to contribute like week 1 out of this class. Is it a pretty impressive group?
Yeah, I think so. Just the way they've come in, their mindset. They've come in and they're willing to learn, and they've come in and competed really well, and no one has an ego or anything. And obviously, John and Kyle and our organization is going to draft guys that fit well with our culture, and they've done just that. So they've come in and done a really well job. Obviously, we still have a couple more weeks and a couple games left for preseason, so they still got to continue to show and prove that they can play with us and our organization, and we're going to help them with that. So I'm excited. We're going to have some numbers of rookies, playing this year. So.
Ball downfield a lot today. Was that a point of emphasis in this practice? Were you trying to get the ball downfield?
Yeah, trying to take some shots, and connect with Debo on a couple deep ones. Missed them a couple times and almost connected on some, but we're trying to push the ball down the field and just continue to build that chemistry. So.
From Sunday, in terms of playing time, reps, and for you as a player, what do you want to get from the game?
Yeah, for me, just to be able to get into a rhythm. Obviously, going into the game, studying and preparing, like it's any other game. So getting in that kind of mindset, warming up, and then getting out there and getting clean looks. How can I be efficient with my feet and in rhythm and hitting guys and getting completion. So just feeling the game environment. It's a little bit different from practice, and so that's the goal.
So you didn't have the joint practices this week. Were you excited to get to go up against somebody that is not your teammate?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice when you get to go up against a different look, different guys and stuff. So we definitely miss that this week, but at the same time we're doing it for the right reasons, and so yeah, I'm excited for Sunday to be able to get some new looks and being able to run our offense against guys that haven't seen it every day. So that's also going to be nice. But get in, be efficient, be clean with it, and compete.
Brock, Sam Darnold in Vikings camp attributed your success to what he's calling meticulous preparation and that you leave no stone unturned. Where does that come from? Is that Matt Campbell? Is that somebody in high school? Where did you develop your practice habits?
Yeah, I mean, probably all of it. From high school to Coach Campbell and Coach Gordon at Iowa State, just the way that we prepped and not wanting to skip a play that we have on the call sheet, like going over every single play, what my read is, what situations we could get into, and what would my answer be. And so that's what we do every night before the game. And so Sam, Brandon, and I would sit down and we'd go over every situation with every play and what my answer would be. So he helped me tremendously with my prep, and we all bounced ideas off each other and what we could get and what we need to be aware of. So had a great group last year, and Sam contributed so much to our success as a team, man. So I know that he probably took away stuff like that, but I also learned so much from Sam and what he brought to the table and how he prepared, and so it goes both ways. But I'm excited for him.
Are you getting hit up by people about BA, and are you getting anxious at this point?
I mean, family and friends, will hit me up and say, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, man, I'm just like you guys, I'm sort of sitting here, hearing from all the other news sources and stuff. But, it is what it is. My answer is the same with how it was before. I love BA and I want nothing but the best for him. And I'm not in the business side of things. So I'm sort of sitting here waiting as well. But, hopefully something gets settled soon.
They feel like this is the most in command and loudest your voice has been in terms of in the huddle and running things during this camp. Not that it wasn't before, but just more so now. Is there a point where you feel more comfortable in there? Have you kind of felt that? How do you kind of get to that point where hey, this is now my huddle? You know?
Man, I think just, going into year 3 with a lot of similar faces, and so the relationships that we've all been able to develop have gotten deeper. The way we talk to each other in the locker room and at lunch and just we're around each other a lot, and so I feel like we've all been able to be ourselves. And so once we get out in the field, it's the same thing. Like, we have a job that we got to do. There's a standard that we got to play with and play at, and so I'm able to talk to guys, and because I have a real relationship with them. It's not just all business. Like, we get out there and we want to play ball and win, but I care for these guys. They care for me, and so with that, I'm able to sort of speak up a little bit more now. So.
Was it harder in the past? I mean, you look around at some of the names and the stars that you have now with you. I mean, did you have timid moments in the first couple of years?
Yes and no. I mean, I knew that I had a job to do, and so with that being said, I had to go in and talk and communicate with everybody. It didn't matter, what they had done in the past or this or that. But at the same time, like rookie me getting in the huddle and seeing Trent and Debo, it's like, dang, so I wasn't always saying a whole lot. But yeah, like I said, over the years now, the relationships that we've all been able to build, like, man, we're humans, we're just boys, and we're just like anybody else, where we build relationships and we trust each other, and then we go out in the field and we try to win. So I feel like that's the difference. That's the evolution going into year 3 now, and we're all continuing to grow with each other.
You're out there with and without Trent. What's the biggest difference in your game without 77?
I mean, we've been in camp, so it's hard to tell, but for me at camp, it's been about going through reads, being efficient, and doing my job as a quarterback, not dropping back, worrying about who's blitzing off the left edge now that Trent's not in. Like, I trust Jalen Moore right now. He's done a great job, and so for me, that's my mindset with it. So at the same time, love Trent. Obviously, would love him to be here with us and everything, but I'm not dropping back, concerned about pass protection all the time. Like, I have a job to do, and I have to read the defense and go through my reads as well and do my job well. So that's where we're at. Hopefully that gets settled as well. But obviously, I love Trent, man. Would love to have him back. He's the best in the game. So.
Your experience last week at George and Clara's house, and does that give you ideas about what you might want to do maybe later in your career when you have some more money?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, George has got a sweet setup, just in terms of, his job being an NFL tight end, and in the offseason he gets to go home, enjoy home, and then obviously be able to work on his craft right there with everything that he needs. So it's pretty sweet to see, obviously the field and the gym and just his family and friends out there. It was a pretty sweet setup. So who knows, what Jen and I are going to do. We're taking it one day at a time, and obviously I train in Jacksonville with my guys down there, and for right now that's where my mind's at. But kudos to George, man. It's pretty sweet though. I'm not gonna lie.
Establish it's year 3 for you, and a guy that you came in with, Nick Sikel, it's a big camp for him. He's trying to establish himself as a center. How do you think he's doing at center, and how cool would it be for him to establish himself and make the team this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a great job. He's smart. And at center, man, you got to make the right calls and put the offensive line and everybody in the right situation. Obviously, Jake Brendel's done that, and Jake's one of the smartest guys on the team. So Nick has learned from him a lot. And when Nick goes out there now, I feel like there's more confidence than obviously he ever's had going into year 3. He's more comfortable with the system and his calls, and he's quick with it now. So he's smart, reliable, and obviously he's got a great opportunity in front of him. So I'm excited for him, and I want nothing but the best for Nick.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.